After emotionally and physically abusing me, he told me I'd never find better. I let him watch me do it. I didn't need hidden cameras. I didn't need screenshots or detective work. No, my revenge wasn't about catching him. My revenge was about teaching him that every bruise, every insult, every "you're nothing without me" would come back to choke him. And it did. The night I sat across from another man laughing softly while Brandon watched from just a few feet away. Not because I invited him. No, because I made sure the entire setup was impossible for him to ignore. I didn't yell. I didn't confront. I let him see. And the way his face drained, the way his fists clenched while he realized he wasn't the monster in control anymore, that was better than any courtroom win. But how did I get here? How does a girl who used to flinch at every slammed door end up playing chess with the man who swore she'd never find any man better than him? Before I tell you, if you're new here, welcome. This channel is where we share stories that most people bury about betrayal, abuse, and the kind of revenge that leaves scars you can't see. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and stay with me. Because this isn't just about finding a better man who would love, protect, and cherish me. This is about letting him watch while I called his bluff. My name is Nora. I'm 29. I live in Minneapolis. And before this, my life was smaller than a bruise.
Brandon wasn't some cartoon villain. He was worse because he started soft. Sweet text, handwritten notes, opening doors, all the shiny good man tricks that make people say, "Oh, you're so lucky to have him." But behind closed doors, it was a slow bleed. He controlled my clothes first, then my friends, then my weekends, then my face, because one shove leaves less evidence than a punch. He was careful like that. And when I tried to leave once, he grabbed my wrist so hard, I heard something crack and whispered, "Run if you want, but you'll never find better. No one will want a woman who's this broken." I laughed. I don't know why. Maybe because something inside me finally snapped. And that laugh scared him more than my tears ever did. That night, while he slept, I started my petty little war. I wasn't just going to leave him. I was going to hollow him out. I learned all his passwords, not to expose him, but to mess with him. I canceled gym sessions he bragged about, moved money between his accounts so he thought his bank was screwing him, sent flowers to his office with anonymous notes signed "You Know Who," watched him sweat. Every time he looked in the mirror, he looked more paranoid. Every time he touched me, I smiled like I knew something he didn't. Because I did. And when the time came to really end it, I made sure he never forget what I showed him.
I didn't leave in one dramatic escape. I peeled away from him the way paint peels from a wall. Slow, deliberate, and impossible to reverse once it starts. First, I stopped flinching. Every time he raised his voice, I just smiled faintly, like a teacher watching a child throw a tantrum. Do you know how much it rattles a man like Brandon when he can't make you scared anymore? He shoved me once, and I just adjusted my blouse and said, "That all you got?" That broke him more than any bruise, because abuse thrives on reaction. Take that away, and all he has left is his own weakness. Then I started playing with his little kingdom. He'd brag to his buddies about his networking dinners. I'd accidentally double book his calendar. He'd strut into the gym ready to bench press his ego. His membership was mysteriously suspended. His pride was a balloon, and I was the pin. And while he unraveled, I quietly built my out. A new apartment, a new number, a new bank account, all while letting him think I was still under his thumb. When I finally told him I was done, I didn't scream, I didn't beg. I stood in the kitchen with my suitcase by the door and said, "You're right, Brandon, I won't find better." I let the silence hang until he smirked. Then I added, "Better found me." And I walked out.
I thought that would be the end, but petty revenge has a way of demanding an encore.